Okay.
During the briefing of this project, Costa Boda said that they are looking into moving towards a much younger target group than they have at the moment. We agree on that they should do this. Therefore, we have first and foremost gone back to ourselves, because we are this target group. We have also read articles and studies and discussed with colleagues, family and friends. All this to get a clear picture of what Costa Boda really is. And we now feel secure that we have a clear view of where we believe that Costa Boda as a company needs to move in the future. The target group they choose is in the age range of 25 to 35 years old. Here you can fit two generations, Generation X and Generation Y as they are sometimes called. They differ in some parts, but they have some strong common denominators. One is personal connection. And first of all, the need is personal connection to be able to engage with the brand. They don't want to be spoken to. They demand to be spoken with. They engage with brands that allow them to make personal connections. They also need a strong brand purpose, also called a feel-good factor. This is one of the most compassionate generations with regard to social issues. They will seek out and buy brands that support a cause that aligns with their own values. They also expect dialogue. They want to be a part of creating the story. This means giving consumers the opportunity to co-create products or services. This generation is a generation raised to accept differences, and they also embrace disruptions. And most importantly, the perception of luxury and status has changed significantly. This group of people don't buy or collect things in the same way as former generations. Hardly anyone dreams of big houses or expensive cars. Renting, housing and carpooling is more common. Today, the definition of luxury could rather be read out as freedom, life experience and mobility, and that self-fulfillment is key. Therefore, the need of a purpose or emotional connection to the project is much more crucial. We are sad to say that we have found is that Costa Boda doesn't mean anything for the desired target group at the moment. There is no credibility, interesting assets, or emotional value for them to connect to. Costa Boda talks about being innovative and bold, but doesn't live it. Also, the current artists are completely unknown to them, and they are not keen on finding out either. Unfortunately, Costa Boda has been living on old merits for too long, and not renewed the offer to be up to date with the desired target group. They are actually at the moment really close to miss the trend to the future. And this is what you said in your mission statement today. You say that you are working with world famous designers, creating unique glass for today and for the future, always exploring the possibilities of glass and always pushing the boundaries of what is possible, and that you are mixing all the new techniques. Unfortunately, this mission isn't communicated properly to the world at the moment. Therefore, we want you to go back to the start, back to the studio in Costa Boda, where we think the heart of the company really is. And in order to bring your mission statement back to life, we want you to change it a bit. We want you to work with not only designers and artists, but also engineers, craftsmen, and scientists that actually are world famous. We want you to keep on working with both old and new techniques and still creating unique glass for today as well as for the future. So, basically what we want you to do is, what should be your winning aspiration, is become one of the most inspirational, innovative brands within glass, art and technology. And we want every artist and creative to dream of working for you. Therefore, introducing the Costa Boda Creative Lab, the core of our rebranding strategy. Looking back on the history of Costa Buda, we can see how they began working in the Sorry, jag måste pausa. Alltså, jag måste läsa igenom. Eller ordningen på slidesen.
Looking back on the history of Costa Buda, we can see how they began working in the realm of glass, working only with glass craftsmen, producing mostly utility glass. Then when they criticized along with other Scandinavian glassworks for the homogeneity or sameness in all their products. It was Costa Buda who took the innovative approach to add artists and designers into the process. This tandem approach to glassmaking at the intersection of glass and art was what distinguished Costa Buda and ultimately brought them the success that has brought them today. Now facing a similar predicament where the brand has lost life, relevancy, and innovation, the missing area of technology will allow Costa Buda brand to flourish again. There are other companies investing heavily into the research and development of glass and glass products, but they are chiefly interested in applications of engineering and material sciences. There's a definite space of creative uses of these breakthroughs in glass technology, and Costa Buda can be the one who own that space as the premier brand for glass technology practices within a creative context. Examples such as solar sinter machine, which uses the power of the sun to create glass, much like a 3D printer in the desert. Or a glass blowing app that lets users manipulate a virtual piece of glass and in turn could be used as a model for a 3D printed mold for glass casting. In the sector of art, where Costa Buda exists, we want to emphasize a broader definition of art to include all disciplines which can offer a creative presence at Costa Buda. Not only fine artists and designers anymore, but everyone ranging from chefs to designers to dancers to architects to industrial designers. The Costa Buda lab will incorporate artistic visions from all areas of the spectrum. The technological advancements applicable in glass making and the process surrounding the work done at Costa Buda are evident and growing each and every day. Bigger and bigger, glass pieces are now being made. Innovations with glass and light. The bottom images are actually two pieces produced using a 3D printed casting models. This process is exciting because now there's a cheap and efficient alternative to metal milled casting, allowing for a higher degree of consumer customization with anyone able to create a 3D model file able to be a part of the design process. Also, it opened up the areas of collaborations of the lab to fields like architects, industrial designers, engineers, and material scientists. As for the people collaborating in the lab again, we emphasize a broad approach, including people from all walks of life and all types of work and experience. Everyone has a creative potential that deserves a place in the creation of works at the Costa Buda lab. A reminder of our insights and why this core strategy of bringing technology into Costa Buda is an insightful one. First, it is totally disrupting the current art glass industry, which becomes something that is highly share worth for the target group. Also, it allows many more avenues for personal connection, such as customized 3D printing elements. The brand has a renewed purpose to push the boundaries of what is possible by incorporating participants from all areas of experience and work. It opens up the Costa Buda dialogue to all those interested. Where we won't play. Costa Buda will remain an art glass brand and not compete in the oversaturated functional/home wear market, which companies like Iittala and Orrefors already dominate. Further defining this distinction will help convey the Costa Buda mission, and this addresses some of our research insight, in which some people didn't even know the difference between Costa Buda and Orrefors, where in some cases mixing the two up altogether. The activities that you need to do daily in order to make this strategy come alive is to have strong PR activities, to work continuously with innovation, research, and development worth talking about. To invite tech professionals who consistently are coming up with new techniques to work with glass and technology. To invite for collaborations with musicians, artists, architects, anyone who want to be a part of this. And also, and most foremost, you need to have fun and make magic, because that is what you need to be able to create amazing art pieces. So, for you to be able to roll out this, you need a solid management system. You need to hire a strong creative director to be in charge of the creative quality of all the work coming out of Costa Buda. You also need to find a top of the line tech director for the tech department to work hand in hand with the art crew. Additional to this, you need an experienced brand manager and PR team. These three categories will need to be in equal power of making decisions in the company alongside with the sales and business crew. Brand is stronger than the product in this case. They will together be the leading forces of the creative teams who will create the magic at Costa. We see that this transition is done in phases. You might call them year 1 or phase 1 depending on if you need months or years. We'll go through these phases quickly. The first phase we'll call renovate the house and move in the family. This is the phase when Costa Buda brings home the troops and start rebuilding the studio. What initially needs to be done before anything else? Building up the tech infrastructure, the Costa Buda Creative Lab. You need to buy the machines and set up all the tech gear needed. You need to employ the new strong team of artists, technicians, and PR team. You need to remove old product lines that are not valid for the future. You will keep the hero products that are still selling though. You need a new digital ecosystem, this including new e-commerce strategy. You have at the moment a .com, a .us, a Costa Buda art gallery, etc. etc. You need to drive all traffic to one hub. People are expecting an ecosystem that is much easier to navigate. First, you do a general rebranding with more focus on the creative lab. As we said, you redo all your digital channels. During the first phase, we want you to let the world know that the lab is in the process of growing, but not there yet. We go on tour with a mobile glassblowing studio. We want to bring the process to the people and let them be a part of co-creation of what is possible to them in the lab. This is to show what the lab will be all about, sort of a beta lab. This is to let people know that Costa Buda is back on focus on innovation. These events are easy to do PR on. We see that this embraces disruption and a personal connection. Wherever we tour, we can collaborate with artists from different disciplines. Phase number 2 is the housewarming party. This is the phase where we start inviting the people to our creative hub and start making magic in the studio. The work created there will be the base of new artwork and product lines. Costa could do a custom pieces for collaborations. One example could be doing a piece for a music video with Lady Gaga, creating a buzz around the project and put it in a context where we want to be. Another example of a marketing initiative to bring people to our home could be inviting them to use their creative minds together with Costa Buda to create amazing art and give the audience a way to interact with the brand. By setting up a platform similar to Kickstarter, people can create their own art, have people invest or like their art pieces, and the pieces that get fully funded will be created by Costa Buda and sold as a limited set of products. This is also good for the business strategy, since you will know what products that people actually want to buy. Phase number 3 is building up the Costa Buda community. Building up the community by bringing people into Costa Buda. Creative people start asking for collaborations with us, and we start doing collaboration exhibitions. We also offer residencies and internships to be able to share our knowledge and spread what we do with other people. More examples of how to build a community could be that we fix the world together. By giving the brand a bigger purpose, we want to show that Costa Buda can do more than just sell products for their own good. By collecting glass at different locations such as festivals, exhibitions, etc., and transforming them into something more useful like a solar still, the brand can contribute to a bigger purpose. So to summarize, uh, Costa Buda needs to become one of the most inspirational and innovative brands within glass art and technology. Thank you so much.